Memo bibia kwaba eba Melodies TV so. Say Chema Wontumi insensem no. Senia ekoso no. We are back to it. Atiasie, we are back to it. Na it looks like we've not yet seen the end of this. We are going to go into it, and then your first time subscribing and click the notification bell on so we are our latest news be about one sa ebeka. Na answer ebeko a year video ne so no mesre obi bia wo tie me bia no se wefuso ana se wo dofo bi na se nipa kro ne nefuso a mesre the best you can do for the person and say and the best you can do for yourself and say in the shortest possible time ye de obeye be ma wefu no akofom because if you kese e de yare dom to say stroke, diabetes, any cancer, any nam. Maka na mesanso akambium say ubisa doctor bia say what is the first sign of obia will be to me diabetes. I will to say if you there is a book in the comment box. Book me betrel enyama miensa. Na sa nyama miensa no ya in less than 1 month. Ubehu say wefu ebetwe. Enti se wutie mi na pese wefu kofo please, pay book ni binato. Nebo on your day. It is just 100 cedis. You can call 055-807-4986 or WhatsApp 055-807-4986. And then you get the book in a PDF form or in a tree video form. Very simple. Pay book ni binato. What you say. Now, young concept ni mo enra. And I made the updates. Bremo say, Chema Wontumi. In fact, na yendro echi. And I yen na yete say. Chema Wontumi bebi anensem no akwakodu ene se ye de no akọ attorney general e ka ne se on report ye man message say on report to the CID na wamba ye beba be arrest no na indeed Chema Wontumi e report here that is Endrechi ti Endrechi one ne lawyers call CID office ne ka ne se ye charge no na ne charges no say boni a wedi eni wakwa koma nkrofo kwan se wo muntu galam se embra wono ni se tumi no nti se ni eni ye de charges no ebo Chema Wontumi nti ye ni enim se ye de charges na abone dia sa nti ehwa na ye ka ne se court no e sha se the next day enya dia ye betwentwen ho na indeed the next day court ekoye Chema Wontumi so eko court ema judge kra ema order se Chema Wontumi ni ho kwan se wo betu kwan efi Ghana ko bebi anti judge ma order say yen stop it wo borders no Chema Wontumi yen stop no so person tu kwan ko bebi a yen stop no eji say bia waba be siki express permission from the court ebi opeso tu kwan ko bebi a eji so be receive express permission from the court intino and also enra ekoso. Now the twist of the whole thing and it's a once enra me mamoti ase say na Chema Wontumi ne nkrofo oba no omo ka say omo ate hu say ye besa nso ache Chema Wontumi atum indeed enra Chema Wontumi owie court case no omo ye the first day in court a owie ya wo na ene asanso chi ne biom ene asanso e the charges ayede asanso atale ne ho ti enra me ne wo ka sei Chema Wontumi wanda fie oda police kukum a different set of charges ene asanso e de bono tiende nipa bako a waye hot pan Chema Wontumi ashase mate se MPP impenyifo ni bi so say Chema Wontumi is the governor of MPP Ashanti region is the stronghold of MPP Chema Wontumi any kwan see ye treating it say na ye treating no na me say he mo the pressure to Mahama so say wonko enti agaram say no and dem say dey. So we are going to go into the new developments are EBA, the AC, and then I am going to show you the charges ankasa. At ya say I dey about Chema Wontumi. We are going to look at the court documents ankasa. Ni ahe the cointi enuni. I say breaking news. NPP's Chema Wontumi not going home tonight. He's expected to sleep in custody at least tonight as the CID are unable to conclude the verification of the landed properties provided by the sureties his lawyers have confirmed. Inti endra esanso chi no na wo say yeba be granting a bail. Na bail na yeba be granting no nem say japade ne nyamom de ba na CID fo no entumi anhwem enhu ne say indeed enyama no say eye no kware anase say nti Chairman Wontumi enrade say order custody. Also, Chairman Wontumi and his company Akonta Mining and 3 others have just been slapped with fresh charges apart from the ones filed in the morning. Nti the na ye kan ho asem no different charges. Tienra omoko court 3 ye na any sanso slapping with fresh charges. 7 counts of undertaking mining without license, felling of trees in forest reserves without permits, etc. Case ongoing. So let's go and look at this report from TV3. Also, Chairman Wontumi rearrested and arraigned before another high court. Tiende Chairman Wontumi ne court cases ne 2. Yasanso achino eni yasanso edena court fufuro, which is a totally different issue from Enra Kota Okoye. Chairman Wontumi asubeshi. Hey. And then the Shremsai, right? Justice Shremsai, the Deputy Attorney General, has been on record say Chairman Wontumi is not cooperating with investigators. That's what Justice Shremsai is saying. Now let's read the courts in Kratano. Near the details of Chairman Wontumi. No. The details no. Now Osi Akonta Mining Company Limited, the first accused person. Inti Chairman Wontumi company no, and the first accused person. Now, so we steady and I wouldn't senior court cases ewo and in fact, that is the same thing. Akwabne dubuahin onunso ne case no eti. So we steady court processes, especially ewo Ghana. You know to say yes. Eyana insembi say no. Say na eko. You're charging the pakrona and you're charging the company in account. Because they see your company as a different entity from a year what the individual no. What you say, no, there is no shock here. Into say Akonta Mining Company Limited, first accused person. Bernard Enchubu is yakon at Wontumi, second accused person. Kwame Enchi at large. Into no, ne bakwe friend Kwame Enchi ni dia no wedwane. What you say? Kwame Enchi wedwane, third accused person. Edward Akuko, fourth accused person. Ena Kwejo Owusu Bempa at large. Into no engrofo aye charge omo no. Apparently no amone Chairman Wontumi na ye juma. 2 edwane. That this is the chart sheet. Also count 1, statement of offense. Undertaking a mining operation without a license contrary to section 99(2)(a) of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended by section 3 of the Minerals and Mining Amendments Act 2019, Act 995. Inti oha ose section 992 of the Minerals and Mining Act. Let's try to search for section 992 of the Minerals and Mining Act. Section 992(a) of Minerals. Let's dive deep into Chairman Wontumi na yenhwe ati ase meba section man type in here. Section 992 A of Minerals and Mining Act. Now, I see section 992A of Ghana's Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended by Act 995, specifies that a person who undertakes a small-scale mining operation without a license from the minister commits an offense and is liable to a fine and/or imprisonment. This provision, along with subsection 2B, addresses illegal small-scale mining and other illegal mining activities where a penalty is not otherwise specified. Now, key details: any offense, undertaking small-scale mining operations without the license granted by the minister. Liability: the offender is liable to a fine and/or imprisonment. Scope: this subsection specifically addresses illegal small-scale mining and other forms of illegal mining where no penalty has been specified. Basically, I'll say the amendment, Section 992 was amended in 2015, Act 900, and later in 2019, Act 995, with Act 995 clarifying that Section 99 applies to illegal small-scale and other illegal mining. So basically, that is the whole Wontumi issue, right? The first charge I had no say Section 992 of the Minerals and Mining Act. What you say? Bonia would do that's more like the first charge, right? Now, particulars of offense. Was a Akonta Mining Company Limited that you, in the year 2022, in Samraboy, in the Western region and within the jurisdiction of this court, being incorporated with the object of engaging in mining and exploration, did without a license granted by the minister undertake a mining operation in the Tanonumri Forest Reserve. And we all know this story. Chairman Wontumi, how allegedly the company omo share Tanonumri Forest Reserve omo essay inyama wo. Now count 2. As a statement of offense, undertaking a mining operation without a license, contrary to Section 992A of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended by Section 3 of the Minerals and Mining Amendment Act 2019, Act 995. Right? Undertaking mining operation without a license contrary to the same one. Count 2, count 1 are the first charge the same act as count 2 and also the same one, right? Now let's go to particulars of offense. Bernard Entry Boesiako alias Wontumi, 49 years old, entrepreneur, Kwame Entry at large, that you, in the year 2022, in Samraboy, in the Western region, and within the jurisdiction of this court, being the owners and directors of Akonta Mining Company Limited, did without a license granted by the minister undertake a mining operation in the Tanonumri Forest Reserve. But you see, there is something I need to talk about. It is the fact that, you see, Chairman Wontumi is the Ashanti Regional Minister, right? Chairman Wontumi is the Ashanti Regional Minister. I don't understand how Chairman Wontumi is being arrested and being tried in court. And trial I dey about Chairman Wontumi and our court na ye try no. And your boni a wakwa di Ashanti region. We're free on only region. And I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. We're free on only region. Akwa ko piemu. Ewo Western region, obi fufuro region. And allegedly no also nkrofo ne nsase. It doesn't even make any sense. Why is it that Chairman Wontumi went to one year we know China? I don't know. Other than Ashanti region 1 year, and Obi region, Western region, Okopia will this age, man. Allegedly, you see, I have a copium or court in Tino. You are not going to be prejudicial. Now, I say count 3, statement of offense. Undertaking mining operation without a license, contrary to section, into no here and in the same section, but I think that the count no into particulars of offense, okay, into no charges no counts no more like the people who are being charged. Into count 1, count 2, into Chairman Wontumi Akonta Mining and count 1. Bernard Entry Boesiako count 2. We know lawyers in the better the American say. So basically that's that. Now let's go to the brief, because court documents no the brief facts. What you say? Now let's go to the brief facts. What the court document is saying. Into an ebema yehu Chairman Wontumi bonia wodi ye preko. Allegedly. Also the first accused person, A1, is Akonta Mining Company Limited. It is a company incorporated under the laws of Ghana on November 5th, 2010, with the object of mining and exploration. Takwa is listed as its principal place of business. However, A1 conducts its mining activities mainly in the Samraboy area. Takwa and Samraboy are in the western region. The second accused person, A2, is Bernard Entwibu Isiakon alias Wontumi. He's a 49-year-old entrepreneur and a native of Kuntanase in Ashanti region. In the records of the Office of the Registrar of Companies, A2 is one of the 2 shareholders and one of the 2 directors of A1. The third accused person, A3, is Kwame Entwi. He's at large. He's listed as the other shareholder and other director of A1. In the Chairman Wontumi ne company, Akonta mining no. Kwame Entwi no Chairman Wontumi Akonta na. Because Osha Chairman Wontumi ni din a your friend no Bernard Entwibu Isiakon. And ye say Akonta mining no nkrofo mienu edim eni ya register company no. Baako Chairman Wontumi, nipa baako Chairman Wontumi, and then the other person no branch bi a your friend no Kwame Entwi. Na Kwame Entwi de oti asem no wedwane. But I'm thinking say probably no maybe Kwame Entwi ne Chairman Wontumi na konta. Unza asantefo ne akonta de. Ti probably no maybe Kwame Entwi ne Chairman Wontumi na konta. Intia na oto company ni de akonta mining. Maybe. But Kwame Entwi ne de yesi waji fum. Ati ase. And as we are hearing, Chairman Wontumi does not want to cooperate. Better baby Kwame Entwi no. Now see, he's at large. Kwame Entwi na sem neka. He's at large. He's listed as the other shareholder and other director of A1. When asked of the whereabouts of his co-holder and co-director A3, A1 stated during interrogation that he never saw or heard of him since year 2010, after they both completed A1's incorporation and other authorization formalities. And you see a bizarre Chairman Wontumi say, Kwame Entwi ne wahe. Chairman Wontumi say, oh, Kwame Entwi ne de media since 2010 ameneno ete company na menhu ni biomo maintain nka minim bebi ohye so wotiase wontiase o minim asema Chairman Wontumi ka tre. As investigations have accordingly established that A2 alone has since exercised absolute control over A1 and its activities. Further investigation is ongoing to establish the existence, if at all, an identity of A3. Inti, omaye investigations en hune say, no kware akonta mine ne de Chairman Wontumi nko na era ne. Inti sisiano more investigations say cause ne hune say Kwame Entwi no mpo no ye nipa dasani ankasa anase na ye krokro de John na Chairman Wontumi the register the company no. Now, the second point, I say the fourth accused person, A4, is Edward Akwaku. He is 48 years old and a native of Cape Coast. He, at all material times, is the general manager of A1. Inti the fourth person no Edward Akwaku no or manager, general manager ma akonta mining. The fifth accused person, A5, is Kwejo Owusu-Bempah, alias Sly. He is at all material times A1's operations manager. He too is at large. Tabranche bi nso wo hwa ye frɛ no Kwejo Owusu-Bempah. Ono nso no oya akonta mining no omo operations manager. Ono nso yese waye den wagifum. 3. A few years ago, now let's go into the real story. A few years ago, headquarters of the Criminal Investigations Department of Police Service received multiple petitions from various individuals and organizations demanding a criminal investigation into the activities of A1 and its controlling owner and director, A2. The petitions were about the unauthorized mining and mineral rights related activities of A1 and A2 in the Tano Numere Forest Reserve. Inti omotre baby assembly fia clearly no etre say as Ekufuado time enkrofo koko petition CID say wo mo investigate Chairman Wontumi. Inti indeed Almost take story no from that. Say Kufuor time here, she has say you're investigating. Also, subsequently, the police service launched investigations into A1's activities within the forest reserves. The investigations revealed that in July 2022, A1 lawfully obtained mining leases over concessions in Samraboy and Abekwase, both in the western region. These concessions were located outside the Tano Numere Forest Reserve. Later, in August 2022, A1 applied for a permit to enter and undertake mining operations in the Tano Numere Forest Reserve. The application was, however, refused. In July 2022, Ena Chema Wontumi ene de oyusu mbra na aba na ewoso nti oyusu mbra ekokoje se okotu gold ewo Samraboy ene kuro bia efe no Abekwase na nokware kuro we ni na ewo western region ye ma ne kwan na aban ma ne kwan se wonye den onkonkotu gold wo ho no na emzo okotu gold wo Samraboy ne Abekwase no emze within the forest reserves no okotu gold ewo ho no anso neni emse later okoko hu se da bi gold no ye say epie mu pa ewo tanyo onze ya no mu tu gold no meka to se gold na ya na nante ti later no be hu se ye see gold no epie mu pa wo Tano Numere Forest Reserve into osanso call na ban ho ekoko stress e mi ana me bae se me kotu ewo Samraboy mu nsanso ma me kwa na me kotu wo Tano Numere Forest Reserve ena MPP aban ka se chale pressure da yeso ya say kwaye ni nyama unza MPP for so time mo say kwaye pa se pressure da yeso ya say kwaye ni nyama no chema Wontumi ya de command sisi ya yiti bete inti ye ma inti omo ama no Tano Numere de na ya ma no ye refuse no. Or say accordingly, A1 did not obtain or have a mineral right to undertake mining operations within the forest reserve. Neither did it acquire lawful authority to enter. Inti young farmer na still Chema Wontumi de nepe allegedly at the Bora Tano Numere Forest Reserve. Emra ni emma ni tumi se wonkonko di se ejuma no. Also in the same month, August 2022, a forest range supervisor of the Forestry Commission who was on patrol discovered that not less than 6 excavators had crossed the Tano River into the Tano Numere Forest Reserve and were engaged in active mining operations. Into July, Chema Wontumi requested Yayan Famano. The next month, August, you be one say excavators bako in Sia across the Tano River no akwa Forest Reserve ni mo a omo A2. Inti no nipa kra yesi ohun ye forest range supervisor. Me ka say forest range supervisor or ye juma was Forestry Commission. And I'll believe that this person will be called in court to serve as a witness. Or say all the excavators were branded with A1's corporate logo. Excavators nini na dia wo hone say akonta mine ne tale ho. Inti clearly no ni be free. Or say the forest range supervisor promptly reported this to his superior officers. Subsequent investigations established that A1 entered the forest reserve. The refusal of its mining lease application, notwithstanding further investigations, revealed that A1 had, without a permit, brazenly erected security checkpoints and other structures and had begun conducting extensive mining operations therein. Still without a license, the structures and checkpoints had A1's corporate logo marked on them. Inti officer na wo hu say excavators are crossing no wo kokko born in crop for amane no. Officer ne hu say da bi ade we de e serious. E wo say ye bibi fa hu. Te ho na officer no ene ne nkrofo no omotena ase eye further investigations eno mu say Chema Wontumi allegedly ne company no akwa bo chese security checkpoint wo ho a omo ahia ase a wo mu tu gold no actively emra ye mo kwan. A few weeks later, it was observed that the number of excavators had rapidly increased to more than 40. Ebe! Later, you say, oh, excavator 6 by the about. After excavator number better than 40. Ya buying a also. Move to me a tray and then party here, Sika. I see many boldly bearing A1's corporate logo to provide housing for the teeming number of persons working for it. A1 put up several makeshift structures across the forest reserve. After excavators 40. Now if what they ejuma ye for ababekum Emma a hokra no afi we sisi eye in yebeka say makeshift not just in tabodan. Afi we sisi in tabodan ama ne nkrofo se wo munda ho no muntu jawaj we ni na be evidence we ni na it will be evidence in court because our case dabi enyo no a okay in tabodan no na nyama wan na see ni na be evidence it's a problem no dey. Also, investigations reveal that A1 and A2 had no authorization to erect such structures and buildings in the forest reserve. A1's mining activities in the forest reserve caused extreme environmental destruction, including the devastation of approximately 13 hectares of land covering the bed and banks of the Tano River and adjoining portions. Where's the last page? The last page is missing. But basically, Chema Wontumi anyway, no. What you say? Adjoining portions of, I think, the forest reserve. But basically, no, this is the story of Chema Wontumi. In the court documents, no, tray, the wire. Asanso achi ne bio. Montre mo adwen e wo comment box ni mo. Medase.